Hey, what's up guys? My name is Isabel and I write music under the name TZ. Today we're gonna talk about modes. Yes, modes. So what is a mode? So this is the simplest definition and the easiest way to think about modes. Modes are scales that start from different degrees of the major scale. Like that's the hack, that's the trick. Later on we can go deeper into each one of those modes, but keep in mind, it's just the major scale starting from a different position in the scale. That's it. Why modes are important? Okay, so modes, what they basically do is that they give you an emotional color. They give you a little bit of like sass, you know? You know, it's like, okay, what if I play a major scale, but I raise the fourth? Oh, you suddenly from G major, you get a G lead-in. It's like, that's a very cool sound, isn't it? So I'm just gonna do this from scratch, okay? So we're gonna work with the G major scale. Let's go. So we already got our formula, right? We already know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which is the octave. G again. And because we already know the major shape, we can actually translate that into the entire fretboard, right? So if this is G major, and I move that shape here to this A, oh, that's A major, right? Here, B major. Here, D major. Right? So we're gonna stay here on the E string and on the A string, just to keep it simple, right? C major, right? And this is really important that you get it, okay? The shape. Why? Because from that shape, we're gonna calculate the modes, okay? That's the short version of the scale, right? Because we can have a longer version of the scale, and that doesn't mean there's more notes in it, but we have more space to cover, right? If you're familiar with the 3 notes per string, this is what I mean. Right? At the end of the day, it's not that there are more notes, it's that we're just repeating those notes in different strings. Good? So far, so good. Right? Don't complicate yourself. In a scale, in a normal, regular scale, there will always be 7 notes, okay? They just happen to repeat themselves. Now, let's go into the modes. And this is the fun part, okay? We're gonna memorize some stuff, okay? But it's not that complicated, I promise, okay? So these are the weird names that the modes have, okay? So we're gonna assign a name for each degree on the major scale. Remember, we're working on G major. So we got Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. Again, Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian. All of these different names, all of these different modes are gonna give you a different color. Now you might be wondering, okay, Isabel, but like, what do I do with that? Okay, so imagine somebody tells you like, hey, let's go jam. And you're like, okay, perfect, let's go. And they tell you, okay, yeah, this song is in B Phrygian. And you go like, oh, okay, calm down. Phrygian. Okay, so you already know that's the 3rd degree. Cool. So if it's the 3rd degree, Dorian is the 2nd degree, right? Aeonian is the 1st degree. So instead of thinking about like, oh, that's B Phrygian, it's actually G major. And that's the calculation we're doing. Here, I'll show you. And I'm gonna do this very square and nice so you can actually see that G major is B Phrygian. It's like, how come? Like, this is B minor, B Phrygian. It's not G major, it is. And this is not magic, it's just that the notes that correspond to B Phrygian are also the same notes in G major. But of course, your mind goes like, oh, no, like I'm in B minor, B Phrygian. Like a major scale is not gonna sound right. Like it's not, you know? Here, listen to this. But when I play it on the backing track, on the B Phrygian backing track, you'll notice that they actually go together because they share the same notes. Let's listen to this backing track. Right? It sounds minor right off the bat. Minor. And you could think like, like a major scale here, a G major, it's not gonna fit. But it actually does. And I'll show you that this works with everything, okay? So this backing track is on D Lydian, right? D Lydian, okay. Calm down, let's just calculate, okay? So D, okay, we're good. I know this is the 4th degree, 3rd, 2nd, and 1. Oh, so that means D Lydian is actually A major. You go like, what? Isabel? Nah, that's not possible. Let's listen to this. We've discovered that we have this amazing tool to calculate what are we gonna play. And we don't have to study each single mode. We can just do this trick and we're good. Let's do this with another backing track. Okay, so this is in G Mixolydian. Okay, Mixolydian. So I already know that's the 5th degree, right? Let me find G on the fretboard. I'm gonna go with this G. Because it's just easier. So I know 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, what? G Mixolydian is actually C major? Yes, indeed it is. So let me just play this with the backing track to show you that it's, yeah, it goes together. They just go together. One of the things that I really like about this is that scales can be whatever you want them to be, you know, because like they are always like constantly like flipping, you know. And now we have this amazing tool to actually just like flip them. And then maybe you can ask like, okay, but like what about like those shapes, like the actual like shapes, you know, like B Phrygian, like D Lydian, G Mixolydian? Yes, you can learn those, like that's okay. But I would highly recommend, especially in the beginning, just like look at them as major scales. Like look everything through the major scale. Because actually the major scale is the key for everything. Everything else comes out of the major scale, you know? And it's not like you're like spending years just like brooding about scales. It's like, oh, no, just like it's a major scale, and I can always do the calculations, and I can always find the notes, and I can always be in key, you know? So don't beat yourself about that. Well, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and remember to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Ciao, ciao.